This is Connor with Pacer's Customer Success Team. Today we're going to review the dashboard. As a reminder, the dashboard is where you can go to check the status of projects and tasks at one specific location. If you're responsible for more than one location, you can click this drop down, which opens our Change Locations drawer, and you can select any one of the locations that you're responsible for to take a deeper dive. If you want to look at more than one, you can head to the company overview page, but today we're just going to stick with the dashboard. So we're going to look at the Chicago Loop Hotel. We'll look at the projects, and we see that there are two active, Holiday Checklist and New Buffet Standard. To read this bar, we'll start from top left. Holiday Checklist is the name, and it's based on a November 17th, 2022 completion date. We have a coach, I label it as myself, and we have project resources. Project resources is a folder of files or links. This might be relative to the project. So for example, for a holiday checklist, there might be a catalog of decorations you can order from. Your project manager, admin, or corporate team will load that item into the resources so that you can check it there. Then we have our tasks. There are 20 total tasks in this project. 3 of them are completed, 8 are past due, and 9 are coming to be due soon. The next section is strictly milestones. There are 4 milestones in this project. A milestone is a task that your admin, project manager, or corporate team has deemed so important that if missed, it could affect the overall completion date of the project. For example, if there's a short window in which you have to order your decorations and you miss that window, you might not complete the project on time. Looks like we have 1 past due, none that are currently in progress, and 1's coming up to be due soon. The next section is the summary. There are 4 cards here. Starting from left to right, we have tasks that are due this week, tasks at this location, tasks that are relative to my favorite departments, and you can change those by hitting this settings cog wheel. As you can see here, I can click this drop down. I can add more or take them away. Let's take away field marketing. We'll just hit save, and it'll update our card right away. Now I have just the restaurant showing. There are 8 total tasks due in the restaurant. The last card here are tasks that are assigned specifically to me. Pacer is very user-friendly in that you can click into anything. So if I want to see maybe of the location tasks, I want to see the 8 that are past due. If I click this, it'll take us to the tasks page, filtered by restaurant-related tasks that are past due. We can hit back on our browser and take us back right where we were. Now we have 2 graphs on the bottom. We have a bar graph and a line chart on the right. The bar graph on the left shows in the middle our current week. There's 8 weeks forward and 8 weeks back. Each bar represents tasks that were due in that week. So if we hover over this bar, we see that on the week of October 2nd, there were 7 total tasks. 3 of them are complete, 1's in progress, and 3 are past due. Again, we can click in here to get right to those tasks. The line chart on the right shows a forecast completion and a % historical task completion. So we'll click into the help button, which is there for us to remind ourselves how to read this chart. Can get a little tricky. It shows that the shaded part of the graph is actually where we should be to complete this project on time. The line with the plotted dots shows us completing tasks in this project. Since the rate of us completing tasks in this project is on or inside the shaded area, it looks like we're due to complete the project on time. If you look at example B, the location is completing tasks at a much slower rate than the shaded area. This tells us that they're not on track to open or complete their project on time. We'll head down to the milestone section. This is strictly showing tasks related to milestones. There are 4 total milestones in this project or at this location, and shows all 4 on the right hand side. Looks like all 4 are related to holiday checklist. We can see by checking that right here. The last part are task completion by. We can hit this drop down and change to a different view. So let's look at discipline. You can see there are just a few categories here. For example, we see rooms. We have 1 completed, 4 past due, and 2 that are coming soon. If we wanted to get a closer look, we can change that by department, and you'll see rooms is now split into front office and housekeeping. This is also related to every other department on this list. We can just get a different view. You can even click in to see how the person responsible is doing. We have myself and a made-up person. On the bottom right, here are the location files. This is important. If there's a task that requires you as the user to upload a file, or if your leader has uploaded a file to the tasks for you to reference, you don't have to find that specific task to access that file. All files that have been uploaded to the project at this location will all appear here. It's also organized. Looks like we have field marketing that has one file here. I dropped one in just for an example. That's the dashboard page. I hope this was helpful.